Alright, so let's see what this game has in store for us today. I have a couple smaller quests left on this map. They're part of the game. It's Eridon, and I'm about to start going into other territories soon. But I must clean up my last few locations. Just because I'm OCD, and I also need to get rid of a couple of quests. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Yeah. Let's see where we are at. Now I'm gonna head over to Skywatch. Yeah, I really wish I could
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
I really wish I could set up a camera for this. Yeah. I really need a face camera for this, but for some reason my computer, or the whatever program is on here, doesn't let me record. Okay, it's fine.
Do you find me attractive?
What can I do for you? The Queen? Of course we can do this. We shall set out for Haven at once if you are ready. Where we left it, I'd hope. But come, join me for a drink. It's good luck to share a glass before a long voyage. Unless you can't handle this stuff, then you can meet us in Vulkelgard. How about a friendly wager? We match each other, glass for glass. Win, and you travel to Haven in the privacy of your own cabin. But if I win, you launder our clothes for the entire voyage. Deal? Ah, deal! Bottoms up. And speaking of bottoms, my quartermaster prefers a crisp fold in his breeches.
What? Why am I here? Oh.
Hey, have one with me.
This is scary in that. So did I win or what? What college? There's an air conditioning on. Right? Whoa, glitch. Or laggy. I'll make a video someday where it's literally just me fishing. I need to fish a lot more in this game, so I really don't, but terms of charm, right? Once I get the next thing, I will know where I'm going. Alright. Happy now, I got a fish, so I will be going to rank the grumpy professors at the college. I guess that's what everyone else is doing, yeah. Since when I was playing this on the Xbox edition, I had started the...
It's an honor to train a new generation of Thalmor recruits.
I started the Jesters thing, like I got the leather.
Those Heritans imposters were insults to the Thalmor tradition.
I didn't realize it was a small event, you know. This is like sometime last year. Doing it now.
Woo! Yeah!
Everyone's so happy. Are you happy now?
One day soon, you'll all be proud members of the Thalmor Guard.
Of course, the natural quick-wit and woodlands lore of the Bosmer will be welcome in our ranks.
Bet the dead of Tanzelwell had a lot to say about Irene.
Whoa. What's going on, people? Oh, yeah. Glitch. Texture pack hasn't loaded.
My champion of cheer returns! Have you vanquished the stubborn seriousness in my land?
The grouse have been cheered, my queen.
Ooh, delightful! It's so much nicer to rule a kingdom of happy subjects, don't you think? Well, I'm just exhausted from all this dreadful ruling.
Complete quest.
Our show will be moving on soon. Perhaps you'd like to continue your mission of merriment as part of our entourage. Oh, just a little jaunt over to Daggerfall for some mischief. Poor Emmerich had such grand plans for today, but his dour queen will surely have something to say about that. I'm certain he'll seek out a champion after we arrive. You should volunteer!
I'll see you in Daggerfall then.
That's all for today, champion, but rest assured that your queen will call upon you again tomorrow.
Does the queen know you're impersonating her?
Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize?
I asked these questions already.
I don't know that there are any true stories behind the Jester's Fest.
F1, what's F1? All I did is... just want to cry. I just finished my Red Bull. Nothing to look forward to.
No sudden moves now.
Comrade, thank you for coming so quickly. We have need of you. Will you fight by our side?
What do you have in mind?
The Guild has accepted an unusual contract. We've agreed to eradicate Daedric anchors when they drop from the sky. Wherever they appear, Molag Bal's minions soon follow. As we speak, 2 of my guardians investigate rumored anchor sites. Merrick and Aleph are the best the Guild has to offer. Meet up with them outside of Daggerfall. You can proceed from there.
I'll see it done.
I know you'll change the river's course, comrade. They're investigating the wilds nearby at Riverdon Falls. A powerful benefactor. She hates that monsters can ruin the lives of everyday folk. Our benefactor has put gold behind her principles, and so we put our strength behind her cause.
Tell me about the Daedric anchors.
They are the tendrils of Cold Harbor, reaching into Nirn. The minions of Molag Bal erect dark shrines in his honor, landing sites for these horrors. The coin this contract brings is good, and in this time of trouble, we need a focus.
Focus?
Yes, I am new to my role as Guildmaster. The death of my mentor, Yofnir Iceblade, has been hard on the Guild. He was well liked among the rank and file. I hope the river has carried his soul where it wanted to go. A powerful benefactor. He's a proud Redguard warrior, one of our best, and a follower of Stendarr. Merrick's full title is Resolute Warhorn. He's sworn to fight the spawn of Oblivion wherever they touch Tamriel. Proof that the Guild accepts all kinds. A Khajiit. She does as much damage with her wicked tongue as with her curved blade. Taciturn, rude sometimes, but a cunning fighter. A powerful benefactor, the size of the task. Our benefactor has asked we call in every guildmate, from the lowest associate on up. Every member of the Fighters Guild has been tasked with ending this Daedric corruption.
Bye. All these quests were so concentrated. Well, it's great that worked that way then.
You received my message! Excellent! I appreciate your prompt attention. New members of the Lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me.
Where is this?
Along the coast to the north lies the Ayleid ruin known as Silim. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find.
I'll return as soon as I can.
The ruins of Silim are a dark and dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept.
What is your role in the Mages Guild?
I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the Guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept.
How did you learn about these books?
We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes.
I thought the guild was neutral in the war.
We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the Ring of Daggers notices something.
Ring of Daggers?
The intelligence arm of the Daggerfall Covenant. They enforce economic and political issues for King Emmerich. My understanding is that the leader, a woman named Copper, got the position when she called in some kind of marker from His Majesty. I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets.
There is much more I can teach you. What else do you hope to learn from me? A provisioner condenses the essence of ingredients into food or drink. A true artist balances palate with nutrition. I can share this noble profession, but I can only certify one craft at a time. Provisioning is a rewarding yet grueling profession. Gruel, you see. I am capable of levity, on occasion. First, you'll need a recipe and some ingredients. Then you shall roast a pig.
You'll certify me if I roast a pig?
Yes, I hope you don't think it beneath you. As bards learn lyrics before singing them, provisioners must work from recipes. A recipe specifies volume, proportion, and preparation time. Understanding these principles is key. Provisioners are only as good as their ingredients. The fewer the better. Simplicity of pairing is key. Now, go find ingredients for roast pig. If my stocks are empty, you should find what you need in town. Barrels, sacks of grain, kitchens, of course. It's food, it's simply around. Find what you need and take it.
Is there any way where I can purchase ingredients?
Should coin be of no issue to you, guilds often sell such items in their guild stores. You may also trade with an ally if they have any excess.
Bye. Stressing me out how many quests there are in this small little area. Inside my head I'm thinking like, what should I do first, you know?
Yorn!
You must be the celebrant Irene was going on about. I could certainly use some of your acclaimed good cheer.
She mentioned you might need my help.
My superstitious queen has confiscated my array of royal magisters. The only illusionary dazzlers fit for a king. I can't impress my subjects with just any common prestidigitation. It would be trivial to whip up more with the right ingredients.
Where would I find these ingredients?
There are some, local attractions that should have what I'm looking for, but they're no place for royalty. If you would risk venturing out on my behalf, I'll ensure you play a key role in today's festivities.
I'll find what you need, my king.
Good luck finding everything on my list. I don't know that we've ever had a fatality at the Jester's Festival, but if you are the first, I'll make sure your name lives on in appropriate ignominy. You've never seen an illusion dazzler? You're in for a treat. They're the pinnacle of awe-inspiring emanations. Radiant in color, resonant in percussion, slightly malodorous, and only harmful under the most ill-thought-out circumstances. Now there's a foolish question for the ages. You're getting good at this. There are more inventive originations of the Jester's Festival than flies in Black Marsh, and bred twice as fast. I'd wager it ties closely to the discovery of drinking.
Why did the Queen confiscate your royal magisters?
My dear Maria clings terribly to her people's mistrust of magic almost as much as her natural severity and sword. She seems to think that setting off hundreds of flashy magical projections in the city would be a public menace. Silly, isn't it?
Bye. I always did like the artwork in this game, to say the least. guys go away. I need to do something. Thank you. Something really important here, like just a general sense. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to look around right now. All that matters is I technically completed this game. Luckily I did. It's just a weird coincidence, but hey, I can't complain. I have to go. I want to go back to Eredon before I get absorbed into this area, so that way I can complete like 1 or 2 more quests I have remaining there.
This isn't what I had hoped for. Nothing like finding out that the family estate you inherited is nothing but a pile of ruins. And here I thought my life was finally taking a turn for the better. I just found out that this land belongs to me. You see, my father recently passed away. I was reading his journals and learned of this place. I wasn't sure why he kept it a secret until I got here. This place is haunted. Makes my skin crawl just getting near the damn place. There are imps everywhere, and the whispers, they threaten me, warn me to stay away. But this is my land now. No bodiless voice is going to make me leave.
Maybe I can find out what's going on.
A Baelborn always pays for services rendered. This place might look like a ruin to you, but it's a part of my family. It's all I have left.
Where should I begin?
Search the ruins. See if you can find a ghost wandering around, or wailing, or rattling chains, or doing whatever ghosts do. Do you think I should hire a priest to perform some kind of ritual? Owning a haunted estate is all rather new to me.
I can handle it, but why didn't you send your guards in?
Damn ghost won't let them in! Why else would I be standing out here?
Do you know what the spirits want?
That's like asking me why my father Maurice was such a bastard. There are things we aren't meant to know. When the voice whispered to me, it said that the land was no longer mine.
Any idea what that means?
According to my father's journal, this property has belonged to my family for centuries. But Maurice was also a lying bastard whose death was long overdue. He was known for only telling half the story.
Bye.
Maurice, what is this? It's beautiful.
My mother's necklace. She gave it to me. Told me to give it to the woman who would become my wife.
Is this what I think it means? Oh, Maurice, this is the happiest day of my life. Hand in hand, we snuck through the gardens and sat on a bench beneath the moon. The way he looked at me sent shivers down my spine. Our love is forbidden. Still, we care for each other deeply. He plans to tell his parents of our love soon.
I've returned, my love. I missed you so much.
I didn't steal your necklace, my lady. I swear to you. Your son gave it to me. Maurice, please tell her.
Silence! My son would never give my necklace to a lowly serving girl. I don't know which is worse, your lies or your thieving fingers.
Maurice, please. Tell her of our love. The time we've spent together. Why won't you say anything?
I'm sure she didn't mean to steal it. She's been working awfully hard. Perhaps exhaustion.
Enough! I'll hear no more excuses. Punish her with the whip, and then lock her in the tower.
Huh, okay. What if I did that out of order? What would have happened? Should I kill herself or something? What? They don't let... I must block it for some reason. Oh, interesting. Alright, I'm not gonna try that again.
That wasn't such a good idea. It wasn't necessarily a bad idea, but it was most definitely not a good idea.
To you?
After you entered the ruins without any trouble, And I'm not counting the imps, mind you. I assumed that the spirit had fallen asleep or something. Anyway, as we stepped inside, we were hit with a wave of incredible force. It hurt. A lot.
The spirit belongs to a woman who died here after your father mistreated her.
Great. Just great. If you shake my family tree, my father wouldn't be the only bastard to fall out of it. But he might be the worst. We have to reason with this spirit. Show her that I'm not the one who wronged her, and I don't deserve her wrath.
Maybe you should just leave her in peace.
What? Why would I do that? That's a foolish idea. A Baelborn never abandons his property. We need to get rid of her, explain our side, but I'm not really sure how to communicate with a spirit. Maybe you could summon her or something.
How do you suggest I do that?
You just... well, you... damn, I don't know. Head back to Daggerfall. The Mages Guild there has a library. They must have a book or a scroll or something that has the information we need.
Bye. So many people playing this game right now at one time.
You. Want to make a bit of go? Stranger, a word. You look like the courageous type. I have an opportunity. You're sober, aren't you? Good. Are you interested in taking on a contract?
What type of contract?
Nothing too dangerous. My father, Lord Dial, hired a group called the Daggers to investigate the Harpy threat. But they've been gone too long, and I'm beginning to worry. We don't want any blood on our hands when this is all over.
So what do you need from me?
Well, I need you to go and find them. You can take the one dagger who managed to find his way back to camp with you. He can fill you in on the details. I'd send my guards, but then they wouldn't be protecting me. I'm sure you understand.
I'll see what I can do.
You're going to help me find the rest of the daggers? I'm not sure you're dagger material. Your hands look kind of soft and delicate. Like you've never beaten anything into submission with your own two fists before.
Just tell me what's going on here.
The daggers were hired to help Lord Deal gather research about the Harpies. We get him what he needs and we get paid. Simple as pie. But now the rest of the daggers are missing. We need to find them and make sure our first mission is a success.
This is the dagger's first job?
Everyone has to start someplace. Even the Fighters Guild had a first mission, didn't they? Who are you to judge? Now let's get out there and do what we're getting paid for. Let's find the daggers and bring back their research.
What kind of research are you talking about?
Harpies, eggs, whatever we can bring back so Lord Deal can figure out why these birds have become so violent lately.
And what do you need to do?
We have to find the missing daggers. Gelvin, our leader, and the Remley brothers. We find them and help them finish their jobs. And while we're at it, we look for the Queen Birdie, Fowling. She's a vicious killer, and she needs to be dealt with.
Can I ask you a few questions?
We shouldn't dawdle, so make it quick. We're an odd bunch, that's for sure. Gelvin found each of us either drinking away our troubles or begging for gold on the streets of Daggerfall. We were good for nothing and all but forgotten. Gelvin wanted to change that.
Why did you decide to form your own group?
A few of us tried to join the city guard or hook up with the Fighters Guild. Truth be told, they wouldn't have us. We weren't good enough for them. So we formed the Daggers to show them that they're wrong.
How did the daggers hook up with Lord Deal?
Lord Deal's guards were in the city, looking to hire some muscle. They found us in the Rosy Lion, celebrating our newly formed partnership. We needed a job. Lord Deal needed some help, and here we are.
Did you ask about the job before you accepted it?
Well, not really. We were talking about how we needed to find a job, and suddenly Lord Deal's men were making us an offer. We took it as a sign that we were doing the right thing. The daggers were going places.
Why don't you use a weapon?
I vowed that I would always face my opponents as an equal. If an enemy came at me with a sword, I would meet his blade with one of my own. The Harpies fight with claws. How could I go up against them with anything more than the fists nature gave me? Sharp and natural. They don't wield weapons, so neither will I. I will fight them head-on, fists against claws, and I will do so with honor.
Bye. Actually, don't leave here, so please, go away now, please. Okay. Don't leave without what I'm doing. Yeah, that's great now. Yes.
Well done. I am Shalador, young one, and I think you'll do not. Return that book to Velost. Tell her fire will show her the words.
Anything magical happen? No. Okay. Why are they respawning so quickly? Sheesh. Hey Jackie, what are you up to, huh?
Old Mary Dominion.
What do you want, Jackie, huh? I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online right now, yeah. faster. What's wrong, Jackie? Are you okay? Okay? What's wrong, Jackie? The front door's open if you need to use the restroom. Yeah. That take forever to get out of here because these guys respawn so much. It's almost kind of stupid, but whatever. Oh, that's right. Was I really that close to that entrance this whole time? At the very least, I think I knocked out 2 quests at the same time, which worked in my favor, you know? I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning really quickly. Take that long, just took a second. I was loading anyways. Get back and see if I can anything it. I didn't intentionally do that to make us have to go on some quests, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. See, I can't get back over this way either. That's why everyone's going around the corner. I don't know if it's a loophole or what, or whatever. Not loophole, but fly. That on purpose just to mess with people. Must be a quest, maybe? It's my best guess. I see it as extra experience, so I can't exactly complain about it. Oh, that kill counts as mine. Just okay, I shall talk to you here in a second. Get back to the reasonable amount of time.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. I can't be the laughingstock in my own kingdom.
I have your ingredients, Majesty.
Aha! The day is saved! No one will question who wears the crown in my court after this. I promised you a key role in the festivities today, and I am a man of my word. I hereby entrust you with the honor of putting my royal prowess on display.
What does that entail?
Take my illusion dazzlers to some suitably crowded locations in the city and give them a good shake and toss. My majestic creations will do the rest.
I can handle that.
Perfect. Give me a moment to work my magic, and I'll have you on your way with the finest flashing flourishes in the land.
As you wish, sir.
Stand back and let your majesty make magic. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Give it a shake. Voila! Your dazzlers, my faithful subject. Your dazzlers are right here. Go on. Don't be sheepish. They'll only explode when you want them to. On my honor.
This what is it?
My dear Maria.
Where am I? Should go to the left one first. Where is it? It's on the other side of the water? Yes, it is. Go around.
Honestly, why fight a foe up close when you can roast them from afar? Some people call it...
I do hope you're not dabbling in necromancy. That magic...
Were you successful? Do you have the tomes?
Yes, I have them right here, and something strange happened.
Well done! You're already proving your worth to the guild. Sorry, did you say strange? What happened?
An old man in robes appeared to me. He said his name was something or other.
Shalador? Labyrinthian's father, the Spell Mirror's forger. Are you speaking truly? And, this book's pages are blank. Why is it glowing? The spellwrights of the First Era used a special ink that would remain invisible until immersed in arcane fire. Perhaps that's what he meant.
I'll give it a try.
We have a brazier. Cast the book into the arcane fire. Fear not. The pages will not burn.
Can you tell me more of Shalador?
Shalador was the most famous archmage of the First Era. His dedication to spellcraft and his commitment to research were unmatched by any before or since. Most mages revere him, though he does have his critics. Shalador felt that one should earn the right to be called mage. He created many trials to test the spellcasting mettle of men in Myr. His loudest detractors were those who failed those tests.
Bye.
Collection of foolish thoughts, that. All to sell more books. Don't expect to find much truth in a tome such as that. Summoning spirits can be dangerous work. I heard about you. About how you entered the ruins of Baleborn Tower. You must not undo the sacrifices that have already been made. My master sent me to give you advice and guide you to the right decision. By helping you accomplish what the Baleborn has requested. My master sent me to help you summon the spirit. You need to see why the Baleborn curse must not be broken. Words are so much less effective than seeing the reality of a thing. Now think carefully before you answer my next question. I need to determine if you can truly summon the spirit of the dead. What is the spirit's name? Claudia Thiemann was a quiet woman. She never wanted power or riches. All she wanted was love. You can't remember one simple thing, but you seek to end a spell you don't understand. My master retracts his offer. You must find a way. The mine. I have a certain...
I don't remember much about it. No, it's just happened, but I already forgot.
Irene should have been the one put to death at Skywalker. Glad to see that my calculations and speculations proved correct. I assumed you'd eventually show up here, and as usual, the Great Mage was right. Now, come closer. We have much to discuss, you and I. I recently received a message that was apparently meant for you, from an oracle. It came to me in a most unsettling manner. Anyway, I determined the chances of meeting you here, and there you are. Saves me the trouble of crafting a message stone. Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers, but Mariv possesses a genuine talent. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but her words made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away. 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections.
What is all this, man?
It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Glenumbra, near her last known location. And take this medallion of summoning. Use it to call upon me if the need arises.
I'll go and check the oracle, Mariv.
As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go?
Why did the oracle's message make you uneasy?
Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and hauntingly beautiful. This one was terse. It mentioned trouble of some sort, a vanishing island and dark princes, probably Daedra. Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum,
the home of the Psijic Order. It disappeared more than 300 years ago. And I have heard rumors about some sort of Daedric alliance.
Why did she specifically mention me?
You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. If this message came from anyone else, I'd say it was some sort of ruse. Mariv, however, is the genuine article.
Tell me more about the Oracle.
Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. Over the years, she has provided the Mages Guild and the Psijic Order with warnings we could act upon.
What kind of warnings?
The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlian. She has an unusual knack, an ability to see into other realms as well as into possible futures. Makes her useful to the Psijic Order.
If you think the Oracle is in danger, why didn't you bring her here?
Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wyrrises. She said she had more to do and that you would come to save her. So get to it! Go save the Oracle! Then get her to tell you more about her vision.
What does an enchanted boat do exactly?
Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go. But the magic isn't permanent. Best get a move on. You don't want to be on that tiny boat in the middle of the ocean when the spell wears off.
Alright, give me the enchanted boat.
Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous! It's nearby on the docks. I'll mark the location on your map. I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion so that you can use it to call me to your location, provided the need is great and I'm not otherwise occupied. Be sure to save it for a special occasion.
What has the fire revealed?
I can't understand the words here. They must be very complex spells.
Complex indeed. Much of this is beyond my understanding, but here, this one is an attunement spell. We can summon Archmage Shalador himself. We'll need some ritual orbs.
What do these orbs do?
They'll focus your magicka, attune your life energies, and draw him to this place. The ritual will apparently also link your mind with his. It means that the Archmage will be able to guide you and speak to you whenever he chooses. Are you ready to begin?
Let's begin.
To the center! First, we attune your spirit to Shalador's. Ready. When you're set, use the orb before you.
Knew it! I was right in choosing you. I can sense. Yes, the aura around you glows with good fortune. You will be the one to help me complete my final task.
Why me?
What I hope to accomplish is difficult, perhaps impossible. It will require great strength of spirit. I sense this strength in you. That is what drew us together in the ruins.
What is this task?
A storm rages towards us, Adept. War has come to Tamriel, and the mages of this great guild must have quarter. I intend to offer them a safe haven, a sanctuary where they may study in peace.
How do we create the sanctuary?
I created that sanctuary centuries ago. It was stolen from me by an agent of chaos and magically transported to the Shivering Isles.
Hey.
To recover the island, we must locate 4 hidden tomes. This is the task of which I speak. They are being held in the place known as Cheesemonger's Hollow. It is a realm of the mad god, Sheogorath. Stand by my side, and I will open a portal. Be careful, Sheogorath.
I don't want to go down there. No. I'll go later. I'll go later. I'm sorry, sir. I'll be back. Take the jester stuff first. That's my priority. This switch stuff is on the temporary, so that's why I'm doing it. God, I'm almost an hour and a half in this game session.
For the Knights of the King. Can I help you?
Everyone's going crazy this way. I could have just come over this direction. Huh. Okay. It's good to know. That's the enchant. That right there.
What do you want?
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops of my handiwork echoing throughout the city. Tell me it was more than my imagination.
Your people love the dazzling majesty.
Well, of course. In my experience, my loyal subjects adore being showered in the affections of their king. Oh, don't share that with the queen.
Complete quest. Inventory.
Oh! You really shouldn't have.
that was Piek, yeah. Gross.
Well, of course. I'd say our work here is done. There are other kingdoms in desperate need of our merrymaking talents, and I won't be one to let them down.
Where are you headed?
Off to Ebernhard for a royal roast. There's only one thing I trust Yoren's expertise in, and that's eating. You should join us as a guest of honor.
I'll be in Ebernhard.
Best not to be found conspiring against my wife anymore today. Easier to deny having ever met you when you're not standing right there, you understand. But if she happens to corner you, take our secret to the grave for your liege.
Why are you so afraid of your wife?
Afraid? Why, I'm not afraid. I'm the king. Keeping my politically expedient queen happy is my duty as a devoted husband, and good diplomacy. But if you happen to see my lovely Maria with her sword, give a whistle, would you?
One second. What's the rest? I messed this stuff already.
Now there's a foolish question for me. Oh, my simple sir. Oh, so we start.
Get rid of this one. Can't right click. No. What did I do?
And what about Teresa, son, a brave and handsome boy?
Once you return with the ingredients, we'll determine whether you know how to combine them. I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward. Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients.
Catch the dreadful beast. threw your head in hole, and then he ate the priest, and then he ate the...
Bring me your culinary creation so I might inspect it. I'll determine whether or not you deserve certification. Interesting scent. Do I detect? Your command of the crafts is impressive, but not yet in totality. Enchanters harness the possibility of ruins, transforming them into the certainty of glyphs. I'll teach you, but I can only focus on one certification at a time. It's potency, essence, and aspect. All beneath the stars bear these component concepts. When combined, they form glyphs, which add enchantments to items. First, you'll find these component runes. Then I will have you create a glyph. Absolutely, for such is the essence of enchanting. I know of a cache outside this town. It is a rare exception for runes to be clustered so close to you. There are many places one can find runes, but the ancient ruins of Tamriel are where I look first. Outside, primarily. They tend to gutter out if kept away from starlight.
I'll return with the ruins.
Not much. The elves landed, and there's been fighting throughout the area.
My daughter is stationed there. I hope she's all right.
Bank, that's good. Good news. Yeah.
Akatosh on high, first of the 8, provides wisdom. He blesses the crown of King Casimir and lends his symbol to the Daggerfall crest.
Welcome to the Bank of...
Let Kynareth bless the start of every journey.
This one has...
I don't have $11,000.
Stealing. All I got right as I get to these doors, because I've been playing for far too long today. A little motion sickness, so I guess this is a good stopping point before I get dragged into any more quests. This is twice as long as I usually play for too, so yeah. Stretch. But yeah, I think this is a fairly long game today, so yeah, I'll continue the Jesters stuff when I get back, so until next time, peace out.